Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. So today I am going to be doing the DCP tag. And so if you guys didn't know and if you guys are new to my channel, I am going to be doing the Disney College Program for this upcoming Fall Advantage 2020 at the Disneyland Resort. So there aren't a lot of DCP vloggers out there that are doing Disneyland. So if you guys will be at the Disneyland Resort, subscribe to my channel and we should connect. So I'm super excited to be doing this tag today, and then also shout out to all the people that I just connected with in the Facebook group and the new DCP vlog squad in our GroupMe. Shout out to you guys, and if you guys are watching this, let me know in the comments. And yeah, let's get into the video. These questions off of Falling Into Disney blog. This is from a couple years ago, but this was the only thing that I could find. And I've seen a lot of videos on it, but the questions I believe are all basically the same. So first question is, how did you hear about the Disney College Program? So I first heard about it my freshman year of college, and I just heard about it, I think, on social media. I have always been following Disney, like everything, and some account tweeted out that the application for the Disney College Program was live or something like that. And I looked into it and I researched more about it, and I had no idea what the Disney College Program was at first, and then I found out that it is a 6-month paid internship where you can actually work in Walt Disney World or Disneyland, and you get to work in the parks, and you also can take classes, and then you also usually live on their on-site housing too with other DCP people. And so it's basically like a study abroad but in Disney. So I thought that that was super amazing and was super pumped about it. The second question is, how was your interview process? So this time around, my interview went really well. If you guys haven't seen it already, I did film my phone interview for this cycle, and I will have it linked down in the description for you guys if you want to check it out. But I had a great phone interview this time around. I had Christina. My phone interview was around, I believe, like 28 minutes. And we talked a lot about my past experience, all of the jobs that I've had. I talked about safety a lot, especially in my previous job at SeaWorld. And I also talked about my top roles and also different situational questions that they ask, like, have you handled cash before? Do you know how to... I don't even know. Check out the video if you guys want to see it, but I did film that. This isn't my first time applying and having a phone interview for the DCP. A lot of people who go through the process, they apply a lot of times before they get in. So my first time applying was actually my freshman year of college. It was after my first semester, and honestly, I hated my life. I was super homesick. If you guys didn't know, also, I'm actually from Illinois, so I moved all the way to San Diego, California for college, and so I was really homesick. I had never been away from home, like, ever in my life, so it was just like a big shock to me freshman year. So I thought to myself, oh, I can run away to Disney World and then work there and get away from all of my problems. So I applied freshman year, but I unfortunately didn't get in. I did get all the way to the phone interview, and I actually applied like first day, did the WBI, did the phone interview like within a week of apps dropping, and I didn't hear back the entire season until the very last day that you could hear back. And so it was awful. I waited like three and a half months with nothing, and then on the very last day I got an email saying that I was no longer in consideration, and that was honestly the worst. Like, I would have rather heard back a lot sooner and then them tell me that I didn't get it instead of having to wait like almost an entire semester, but that's what happened the first time, but this time around it went by super fast. Third question is, where were you when you found out? So I was actually here in my house, thankfully, and it was funny. The morning that I found out, I was just laying in bed, and if you didn't know, all of the acceptances and emails basically go out at Eastern time because a lot of it is coming out of Florida where Disney World is. And so I found out that morning, and I was scrolling on Facebook, and I was in a bunch of DCP groups, which if you are applying or in the process right now, you probably are as well. And so I was just scrolling, and the first week, actually, this was after the first phone interviews, I was actually accepted on the first test wave day. And so if you guys also didn't know, they usually send their acceptances out in waves, and there is a recruiter who will tweet out when the waves happen. So if you guys are curious about that, her Twitter handle is @ChristyRecruit if you guys want to get updates about that. But basically, when there are all the phone interviews the first week after apps drop, there is typically a really big wave where they send out a lot of acceptances for World and Land, and then like 2 days before that they send out what is called a test wave. So with the test wave, they only send out acceptances to a very small amount of people because they want to test out their system, make sure that everything works, and just make sure that everything runs smoothly before sending out the email to all the other people. So I actually got accepted on the test wave day, which I really wasn't expecting at all. And so I was scrolling through my Facebook, and I saw that there were some people getting accepted, and I freaked out immediately. And I realized that all the people who were getting accepted on this day, which was Friday, January 24th, they were all for Disney World. And I was like, okay, maybe I just have to be patient. I know Disneyland is a much smaller program. And so then I actually posted on one of the pages, and I was like, hi, congrats to everyone who already got accepted, but is there anyone who got accepted yet for Disneyland? And like no one had yet. And then literally like 1 minute after that, I saw someone got accepted for Disneyland, and I was like, okay, here we go. And then I literally prayed to Jesus, and I said, please let me get accepted today, because I cannot handle another day of the stress and anxiety that this waiting game is. And so then I got up, went to the bathroom, brushed my teeth, and I had my phone like sitting on the counter, and then I saw at the top a notification popped up that said like congratulations on my email, and I literally freaked out. I did not open it, but then I ran back in here, opened my camera up, and then clicked on it. And then if you guys want to see that video too, I will have it up here and then also linked in the description. But yeah, I found out here. It was a crazy day. I was sobbing, crying my eyes out. If you want to see a video of me just sobbing for 4 minutes, in the description. But yeah, that's how I found out. The fourth question is, what is your role and what were your preferred roles? So the role that I got is retail sales clerk, or the same thing in World as merchandise. So I put that role as moderate interest, and so I'm actually really excited for retail, just because I know in the parks, retail, a lot of it is guest interaction, and my recruiter did notice that I do have a lot of people experience and a lot of like client interaction with my current job and then previous jobs as well. So I know why they put me in that role. So I'm really excited about that. But on my application, I did have other roles that were above that, and those included entertainment costuming. I also had guest services assistant as top, and then I also had vacation planner as top, but then after I realized I didn't want to be a vacation planner. So I really only had 2 roles as top, and I do know those 2 roles are very limited with the amount of college program people that do them. So I also know that a lot of people who are an alumni and then they do a second program, they have a more higher chance of getting those limited roles just because Disney knows how they work and stuff. And so I Didn't get those obviously, but I'm still really happy with the role that I got. I was really scared that I was gonna get something that I put low interest in because I didn't realize that literally any role that you put on your application, whether it be high, moderate, or low interest, you can get it. And so I was so scared that I was gonna get one of my low interest roles, which included parking and transportation, which no shade or anything to those cast members, but I just didn't want that just because I wanted to be like with guests in the parks. And then I also had one of the food and beverage roles as my low interest. But yeah, no shade at all, but that was just my personal wanting of my role. But I'm very happy with my role as a retail sales clerk, and I'm very excited to know my location in a few months. So the fifth question doesn't really apply to me, but it is, how did you find your roommates? How many do you want? So actually, I will not be having roommates during my program. I will actually be commuting. For the Disneyland program, you can choose between Fall Advantage, which is the local commuter program, and then Fall, which is all the people who are gonna be housing in Carnegie Plaza. So I currently live in San Diego, but I will be moving up to the Anaheim-ish area up in June, literally 2 days before my arrival date, so that will be fun. But my boyfriend and I, we are actually moving in together. He is going to be starting medical school in Pomona at Western University of Health Sciences, and so it just worked out that we will both be in that area at the same time. And he starts school in August, but he'll be moving up there at the end of June, and so it just worked out, and we both wanted to end up in LA area anyways, and we both know that we want to like settle down in Orange County, so it just worked out, and I'm very happy that it has. We've been together for about 3 years now, so we figured that it would be the perfect time to move in together. So we've been apartment hunting, and we are actually gonna be starting to do apartment tours next month, which I'm super excited about, and I will definitely be vlogging that experience as well. But I'm very excited about that, so I won't be looking for roommates, but I will be commuting. We've been looking at like West Covina area, since that's not too far from Anaheim, and then also it's not far from his medical school, and so it's like a really nice area too, and we'll see how the apartments look. But yeah, I'm very excited. The sixth question is, what are you going to miss while in the program? I honestly don't think I'm gonna miss anything, just because I am not in college anymore. So I graduated college in December, and I am currently just like working at my part-time job and just like working out and just doing my own thing really. So I'm not really involved in like clubs or school or my sorority anymore, and so I honestly don't think I'm going to miss anything. I think the only thing that I will miss is San Diego and the beaches, obviously, just because I've been living here now for 4.5 years, and San Diego has truly been my home for the last couple years, so I think moving will be like a big change. But I am really excited to just go to LA, just because I've always told myself that I was gonna move up there after graduation, and now it's happening, and I'm very excited about that. But I definitely am gonna miss the beaches. I love the beaches here, and we mapped out how far our beach is from like West Covina, and it's like 45 minutes away, and here it's like very close. Like, I'm really close to the water. So that's gonna be definitely something that I'm gonna miss, but I'll learn to live. Seventh question is, what is your favorite Disney park? My favorite park is obviously Disneyland. It is the OG, it is my favorite place in the world. I am also actually a Disneyland annual pass holder, if you guys didn't know, and I got my annual pass in 2017, was an AP for a year, and then we didn't renew it because of school and stuff, and so then we just got our annual passes again this past September. So me and my boyfriend, we go about once a month, just because we are long distance right now too. So he's up in the Bay Area, I'm in San Diego, so we get to see each other once a month, and then we always make sure that we go to Disneyland, and it's obviously my favorite place in the world. I've been to Disneyland like a billion times now. I know it like the back of of my hand. But it's very funny though, because when I was a kid, my family and I, we used to go to Disney World every single year, and that was the only park that I knew. And back then too, I had only gone to Disneyland like once, and I always was like, Disney World is superior, it is better, it is obviously way bigger and more awesome than Disneyland. But now that I have been a dedicated Disneyland annual pass holder, I have to say that Disneyland is my favorite. But I will be going to Disney World in May with my boyfriend. We are going there for our 3-year anniversary, so we'll see how it is. I really don't remember Disney World at all, so that will be very fun. 8th question is, first thing you want to do when you get there. So the first thing that I want to do is I just want to meet a group of friends and just go to the parks together, because I am just really pumped to meet new people who are in love with Disney as much as I am. And I know a lot of the people too who are going to Disneyland, they've never been to Disneyland before, or even California. So I'm really excited to just meet new people and show them around and just have a great time. I feel like since I'm like old now and I started college so long ago, all of the meeting new people and doing all that, I like had done that already. So since this is a new chapter and I'm literally moving to a brand new place, will only know my boyfriend, I'll be able to meet new people, and I'm just really excited to get to vibe with new friends. Number 9 is, what is number 1 on your bucket list? And I think on my bucket list, I really want to do a lot of things, but since I'm an pass holder, I've done like everything you can do in the parks, so I really want to do like the backstage stuff. And I know that Disneyland, the college program, offers a lot of backstage tours, and so I really want to ride Space Mountain with the lights on. That would be iconic. And then I also know they do a backstage tour of like the Hyperion Theater with like the Frozen show, and that would also be just amazing. And also I saw on their Twitter that they went on a tour to the Walt Disney Studios in Burbank, and that would also be amazing. So I'm just really excited about the backstage stuff and just honestly knowing all of the secrets and everything like that for cast members, because I've been dying to know everything and I want to start already. And the last thing on this tag is, one thing you hope to take away from the program. I hope to take away a lot. I've heard so many things of people saying that this is like a life-changing experience and it's the best thing that anyone has ever done, and I am just hoping to take away like everything. I want to be able to connect with new people. I also want to network with people in the Disney company. I'm hoping to be able to get a professional internship out of this, or even be able to work in the parks full time in their office in Burbank and Glendale. Anything like that. I just want to be able to take away from this program an amazing experience, and I just want to have the best time ever and make great friends and make great memories, and also make guests' experiences magical and happy and everything. And I'm just super excited to start this program, and I literally cannot wait. So those are all the questions for the DCP tag. I hope you guys liked it, but that is all that I have for today's video. So if you guys liked it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and then also leave some comments down below. And then also make sure you go ahead and follow me on my Instagram. It is @EmilyMyant, so make sure you go ahead and follow me on there. And then lastly, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys want to see more college program vlogging stuff, tags, and Disneyland vlogs, and Disney everything. So that is it for today, and until next time, bye!